Heino, if I could ask you to tell us about some of the components of Reset and your thinking behind that, please.
Yeah, Reset is meant as an advocacy program, for preferred regulatory principles to maximize the harm reduction potential of vaping products while addressing public misconceptions and minimizing the risk associated with the gate category. So that's what Dylan already mentioned. It should be, let's say, like empower an advocacy campaign and advocacy instrument, which is ready for, let's say, safeguard these surrounding issues around harm reduction. So first of all, R is standing for risk-based regulation. So of course we need a regulation that is aware of the risk and that is differentiating between the risk of products, of course. So, and that is, let's say, to be done in the form of labeling, in the form of packaging and promotion. In all these fields, let's say, a risk-based regulation is necessary and to be ensured. So E is standing for ensuring intended use. That means, of course, that we have to prevent youth to access tobacco and vaping products. That is a global goal, definitely, to, let's say, get them away, to not, let's say, fulfill the gateway hypothesis, which is very much debated. Fortunately, there is no gateway, at least scientific data do not, let's say, validate that, and that should be kept in mind. However, it is very necessary to protect the youth from starting. And also safety issues is, of course, something which is of utmost importance, that the consumer are aware and it is safeguarded that there is no additional safety lack they have to face. Finally, the S, safety and quality. Here we see that we need regulations existing should contain paragraphs for the ingredients, for product standards, should fulfill product standards, and testing in conformity with chemical and electronic regulations is very necessary. Today I had an interview in the radio station because of the World No Smoker Day, and again I was asked what are the ingredients of, let's say, electronic nicotine systems. And I had to say, of course, we all know these ingredients already because we are confronted with them in many ways that in our, let's say, daily life, our products, they are controlled, they are tested, and so far, all the consumer buying products with flavors need to be aware that these flavors are to the best quality that we can think of in a nourisher chemical industry. So E is standing for environmental considerations. Again, life cycle of ends need to be regulated. The environmental impact needs to be kept in mind once we speak about electronic nicotine devices. And also it needs to be aligning with the ESG standards. That is for sure something very, very important. Finally, the T, traceability and fiscal policies. In Germany, we just recently, we made the mistake, or politicians made the mistake, to put the same taxes on electronic nicotine delivery systems than on combustible cigarettes. So there's no, let's say, not an incentive for smokers to quit to other products, to less harmful products. So if it's the same price, then that at least the monetary incentive is getting away. So that is something we need to keep in mind, that regulations need to ensure product authenticity and throughout the supply chain. That's very important. And to rise the proportionate fiscal policies is also something we have to go for. And so far, this is the concept, this is the frame of reset. And we should be very much aware that each of the letters is a full-blown strategy in a way. So we should go for this and that. And I think the reset is a perfect frame we can utilize for our advocacy campaigns.